What up, what up, what up, what up? This is your boy, Mike the Philosopher, here with some hits and some misses for the NFL Week 2. All right. Now, let me say, Week 2 was a wild one. Okay. If y'all were watching the games, you know this week was bananas. Okay. It was very exciting. Very exciting Week 2. You could say it was, some unexpected upsets in this week. I ain't gonna call it upset week. There always is an upset week in every season. I don't know if I'm ready to call this upset week, but it was a wild one. Okay, so let's get started. First game: Tampa Bay and New Orleans. Tampa Bay 20, New Orleans 10. All right. Now this one I got uh wrong because I thought New Orleans was going to win. Well, no, I take that back. I said if Mike Evans plays, Tampa Bay is going to win. So I got that right, but it's almost a push because I thought New Orleans was going to win. But once I seen Mike Evans, and I called it too, I said if Mike Evans plays, then Tampa Bay is going to win. But I knew it was going to be a tough game. I will say the referees really helped out Tom Brady in the last couple minutes with some questionable calls, in my opinion. Unnecessary roughness. I don't think so. They showed the replay. I didn't see no unnecessary roughness. I seen a guy trying to tackle a guy, and not only that, but he missed. So, I thought that was a bit of a break. I think they were trying to almost that Manning rule where they trying to give him, on his last go out, they trying to give him a W. I don't know, but anyway, it was pretty questionable to me. But I would say I got that right because I said if Mike Evans plays, they will win. However, Mike Evans, for all you fantasy players, is suspended a game, so he's not going to be playing Green Bay. So keep that in mind and watch your rosters for fantasy. If you got Mike Evans, you're gonna have to replace him. He ain't gonna go up against the pack. They probably can still do pretty good. We'll see. But that's your score, 20 to 10. Next game that I got wrong was Indianapolis versus Jacksonville. Now look, whoever picked Jacksonville to shut out Indianapolis, go to the lottery stand now and pick your numbers because you're hot. Okay. I think I got that wrong along with the rest of y'all. Okay. I did not know Jacksonville would be shutting out Indianapolis. So that's one I got wrong. I'm gonna just take that on the chin. Okay. That one was a hard wrong, and I think that was unexpected by everybody. So it is what it is. 0-24 Jacksonville. Las Vegas versus Arizona. Las Vegas 23, Arizona 29. All right. Now I got this one right, and I said Arizona was going to win. I thought they were playing in Arizona, but they were playing in Las Vegas. But they still pulled out the win. And I just thought that Kyler was going to have a couple tricks up his sleeve, which he did. And he was able to pull out the win. So I got that one right. Next game, Chicago, Green Bay. Chicago 10, Green Bay 27. All right. Now, look, I called Green Bay. I called that one right. I thought that they were going to pick up the pace in week 2 because they always suck in week 1. Okay, they just do. But I thought if there was going to be any rebound game, I was kind of sure it was going to be against the Bears since we seem to have the number a little bit. But I got that one right. Next game up, Seattle versus San Francisco. Seattle 7, San Francisco 27. Now, let me say, I got this one wrong. I thought Seattle was going to win because I thought Trae Young was going to stay at quarterback. Unfortunately for Trae Young, he's out for the season. Ankle surgery. Get well soon, young man. You will be back. But in all honesty, San Francisco is a different team with Jimmy Garoppolo. So if I'd have known Jimmy was going to play the whole game practically, I would have chose San Francisco. And yeah, so that's my excuse with that one, and I'm sticking to it. So couldn't foresee that one. Next up is New England and Pittsburgh. I'm not going to make no excuse for this. I just got this one wrong. I thought Mac Jones was going to turn the ball over. Pittsburgh could have had a number of turnovers and they dropped them. They just did not capitalize on the turnovers like they did last week in this game. So because of that, because the defense wasn't as good, New England was able to pull it out. And then they let Aguilar, catch it, spectacular catch, and just flip it in the end zone. It was like, where was that defense in week one? I didn't see it. So I'll just take that one on the chin. I got that one wrong by 3 points. Next up, Buffalo, Tennessee. Now I said Buffalo was going to win, of course. And they did in spectacular means, I should say. But it was pretty much a blowout. I don't know what's going on with Henry. I don't know. Henry has slow starts too. Tennessee they're starting off slow. Green Bay is starting off slow. There's some teams that still sleep week one. I don't know what they coaches do to get them ready, but Henry don't seem to be. I'm wondering if he has some underlying injury that they're not reporting. Like a back injury or something that like he can't go. I knew they were blown out and there was no need in risking his health anymore. But at the same time, it's like Henry is starting off slow. Like I got him in one of my leagues and I'm losing in that league. Later on, I'm going to show y'all my leagues so that you get an idea of the type of fantasy manager I am too. Okay. So, and I'll be, fully transparent with it. But in one of my leagues where I got Henry, I'm taking L's because the guy is not. He did get in the end zone, but he's not really running the ball well, and that has to change. Okay, you're gonna have to do some calisthenics, some stretching or something, man, and get put your helmet on and play some football for real. Go in there like a Titan. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Next game up, Baltimore and Miami. Baltimore 38, Miami 42. Now I got that one wrong. And the reason I got that one wrong is because I did not know Baltimore's defense took showers and went home in the second half because they didn't have no defense in the second half. Okay. I don't know what happened. I don't know how Tua Tagovailoa is going to drop 5 touchdowns on you. And you were winning by what, 21 by the half or something like that. But the defense left the building in the second half. I cannot foresee that. So that's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. The defense just lost that game for Baltimore. It wasn't the offense. The defense just went home. They checked out. They thought they had the game in the bag already. Didn't have to play defense. And that was a disaster. Anyway, moving on. That one kind of made me upset. I ain't gonna even front. Next game up is the Jets and Cleveland. The Jets 31, Cleveland 30. Now I knew this one was going to be pretty tight. I got that one wrong. I said Cleveland was going to win. My boy Chubb, 3 touchdowns. That's what I'm talking about. Like I said, the way Chubb runs the ball is probably my favorite. Just not just how he runs it, because he has a running style that I would have if I was in the NFL. And he got 3 touchdowns. Now Cleveland, it was just a good battle, man. It was just a good battle between Cleveland and the Jets. Flacco is feeling a little revived. Flacco was doing his thing. He getting the ball to the right people. They came back and they just took that W from Cleveland. It was a good game. It was an exciting game and a fantasy dream for if you got players on either side of that team. So I'll just take that L on the chin. I thought Cleveland was going to pull it out, but Jersey, they found a way to win. Next up, Atlanta 27, the Rams 31. Okay, I picked the Rams, but I picked the Rams to be a blowout. Okay, I picked the Rams to have the all-star defense on Atlanta, and Atlanta got 27 points. What's up with the Rams? I mean, this is a Super Bowl team. Like, I'm not seeing Super Bowl defense right now. I'm really not. You let Atlanta. I mean, they don't even have a QB that's, I want to say top shelf. You let Atlanta do that to you, really? I've seen less teams give less to Atlanta than the Rams did. So I'm a little worried about the Rams defense right now. Maybe it's not all what it's cracked up to be. I don't know, but they pulled off the win, but barely. That's kind of crazy to me. Anyway, I got that one right. Next on is Cincinnati and Dallas. Cincinnati 17, Dallas 30. Now I thought that they were going to win. I thought that Cincinnati was going to win. How many of y'all picked Cooper Rush to beat Joe Burrow? Raise your hand. Cooper Rush, a backup QB, to beat a Super Bowl attendee. How many of y'all picked that? How many of y'all picked Dallas to win? Only excluding the Dallas fans, okay? Because I already know what y'all think, okay? But I'm talking about the other people who are not Dallas fans and diehard fans. How many of y'all picked Super Bowl Joe Burrow to lose to backup Cooper Rush? Okay, that was a bit of a surprise. I'm not going to even front. So I'll take that one on the chin. Pretty much no excuse, but it was no excuse for Cincinnati to lose that game either, but it happens. Next up, Denver 16, Houston 9. Now I got this one right. I picked Denver, but I thought it was going to be a little more separation in the score than what it was. Russell got to get the chemistry down with his receivers. He really got to figure out the chemistry in his receivers, because right now they don't seem to have chemistry. He not hitting the tight end. Tight end got on fantasy, he got no points. I know that Judy went down with a shoulder injury. I'm not sure how long Judy is out, but that was all the more reason you should have been throwing more to the tight end. They just didn't. They're just not on sync. And not only that, but Denver coaching sucks. Okay, Denver coaching sucks. So it's a number of things that's going on. They should have been way ahead on points, but because the coaching and because of the chemistry and things just not in sync, they barely pulled it off. I'm a little worried about Denver after that performance, because I'm not sure when they're going to right this ship. Speedy recovery to Judy. Hopefully he'll be back next week. Next game up, Minnesota and Philly. Oh my goodness. Minnesota 7, Philly 24. I got this one right. Philly running all over Minnesota. Like I said, Minnesota played Packers last week, and it was an uninspired team. They was playing a bunch of dudes who was still sleeping in the bed. They were napping, okay, the whole game. And Minnesota came out, and you could think, oh, well, Minnesota is dope. And I was like, I'm not buying it. I'm still going Philly, because Philly be ready. They be ready week 1, week 2. They be ready to play. And Hurts was just having a clinic on these guys. And I knew Minnesota was going to be shell-shocked when they seen the speed of Philly. For the most part, Packers are very slow in their game. Philly is very fast, and Minnesota can't handle speed. And Hurts was putting a hurting on them, for real. So I got that one right. Next game up, Carolina 16, New York Giants 19. Now I got this one right. This one was a pretty close game too. A pretty good game. The Giants is 2-0. What? Say it ain't so. Okay, I see y'all. But you can question the teams y'all went up against or whatever. But they seem to be balling right now. They seem to be balling. Sterling, Shepard is balling. Saquon is balling. You could say Jones, the QB, is balling. So yeah, they got things going for them right now. But yeah, I got that one right also. Next game, Washington 27, Detroit 36. And I got that one right. I said Detroit. Listen, Amon-Ra St. Brown is a beast. This guy, he is probably the elite receiver right now. And Goff is balling. And you got Swift. And you got, Jay Williams. And you got Shark. You got some ballers on here. And I knew that they would have too much for Washington. Now, Washington is by no means a joke. I mean, Carson Wentz he's balling. He got some ballers on his side too, but I kind of knew Detroit would pull this one off, because I think people are underestimating the Lions. And Amon-Ra, man, this guy is a master route runner, and he cashes in. So I'm not surprised that I got that one right with Detroit. Next up is Kansas City and LA. I didn't call that one, so I can't say I got it right. But there you have it. And those are the reasons why I got it right and wrong. And hit the like, share, and subscribe, okay? And I'm going to continue to rank these games. Check me out in the next one. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.